I've always loved that rewarding feeling you get from solving a difficult problem. Path of Exile has always been a game filled with challenges that require creative solutions, where the greatest limitation isn't a lack of tools at your disposal, but rather deciding how best to combine those tools. It's up to you as the player to decide how you approach the game, and ultimately what goals you want to achieve. This league, I decided I wanted to start with a different kind of goal in mind. I wanted to kill these guys. But this time the journey is going to be different. Call me a glutton for punishment, but I've always loved self-imposed difficulty. I decided that alongside playing hardcore solo self-found, I'd be playing with some more restrictions to spice it up. Welcome to Vaalcore. Alright, let's lay out the rules. In each zone up until maps, I can only pick up one non-currency item. After I identify one item, that's it. No farming zones multiple times for more items either. This means I'm going to have to make some tough choices and take some risks during the leveling process in order to reach maps, where the real fun begins. After reaching maps, I can now pick up any number of items, but I can't equip anything that I haven't crafted from scratch. That means all items I equip need to begin their life as a white item or be rerolled from their original state, such as using a Chaos Orb on a rare item. Uniques are an exception to this, but they still need to undergo the final step. Before being equipped, each item must have a Vaal Orb used on it. There's an inherent risk when you Vaal Orb your items. It could add a fantastic new implicit, do nothing, or completely ruin your item. It will be up to the Vaal to decide which items I have crafted are worthy, and which ones are found wanting. So, it's the night before the patch, and I've been trying to decide today what in the world I'm going to play tomorrow for the challenge. There's a lot of really exciting options for 3.7, and I think I've got it narrowed down now, and that I'm going to play a block gladiator with lacerate. I think that'll be a good mix of defensive options and damage for this challenge. And that might change as we progress and we see what drops, but so far that's my plan going into tomorrow. Alright, Legion League is officially out, and it's time to begin our journey. I'm really excited to take on this challenge. I think that it's going to be really difficult, and it's going to be fun to try and solve the problems that are going to crop up along the way. Hillock down. Well, I can only choose one of these items. I kind of want the Iron Greaves, but I think I should probably take the Rusted Sword to help the damage in the beginning. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Rusted Sword. Perforate. Oh yeah, I definitely want to try that out. So I'm going to count towns as a zone as well. So I'm only going to buy one non-gem item in the cities as well. So I think that I'm probably going to buy flasks or resist rings from towns most commonly, since I'm restricted to one item. It's going to be important to keep my flasks and my resists up. Double red linked gloves. That's actually really good. I could put cleave or perforate in there with chance to bleed. I'm going to take these double green boots for the mudflat section. I'm really liking how the new animations feel. I mean, I'm early into the game, but cleave feels fantastic. Time to go back to town and get the breaking eggs rewards before we do hail rake. Wow, you get a lot of good skills at this level now. War Banner, Blood and Sand, the new dash skill. I gotta try that out. I think I have enough sockets for all of them, though. Ooh, Iron Ring. It might be a little greedy to take that here, but I can't say no to that extra flat damage. Man, the new skill Dash feels so good. It's making this early game portion feel a lot more fast-paced. Got our Quicksilver Flask, and now I'm just heading over to do Dweller of the Deep. Ooh, a rare shield? Yeah, I think I'm going to have to take that. I'm going to go sword and board in the end anyways, and that's going to help our defenses early on. Let's see what it is. Ooh, fire and cold resist? And some strength? That's pretty good. Our damage is going to go down since we don't have the dual wield attack speed, but it's definitely going to help our defense a little bit. My leveling journey was going smoothly, but that was to be expected at the beginning. Thanks to the mobility offered by the new dash skill and animation canceling, it was easy to dispatch the early act bosses regardless of mediocre gear. Having to choose one item per zone was creating some difficult problems that I didn't expect. I was falling behind on upgrading my flasks because I wanted to pick up gear instead. In Act 3, the issues really became apparent. I was going into the Dominus fight with very low resistances, and if I got hit by one of his slams, it would mean certain death. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't get hit. Whew. It was a lucky break to avoid that last slam. Phase 2 went smoothly and I was able to defeat Dominus, but this was just the first of many difficult fights to come. Soon, I would be approaching the gates of the labyrinth for my next trial. If I were to succeed, I would gain a huge boost from my Ascendancy class, making me able to do more damage and move quickly. Being able to dodge attacks would be crucial for the leveling process, as I would be constantly undergeared. Because I had better mitigation of physical damage than my resistances, I felt confident that I would be able to take down Izaro. Almost there.
By the goddess, what ambition!
First phase went well. I'm just glad he doesn't have double swords. Phase 2 is definitely getting a lot more hectic than Phase 1.
You are condemned.
Well, I didn't disable the idols, so Phase 3 is probably going to be a bit of a mess. Alright, this one's for all the marbles.
Justice will prevail. Withstand the siege. Honor your name.
Whoa. Oh man, I'm glad I survived that. Got a little greedy there. With Izaro out of the way, I was able to ascend and become a gladiator. It was time to turn my focus to Act 4 and the big bad former final boss, Malachi. With the increased mobility provided by instant leap slam, close combat support, and dash, bosses like Duresso that previously felt difficult and clunky for melee were a breeze. I'm trying out Bladestorm now, and it's feeling really good. I think I might be switching to this from now on. My single target damage increased a lot when I switched to Bladestorm. I felt confident now that I could beat Malachi and move on to Act 5, where I would be facing some of the most deadly bosses in the entire leveling process. Alright, time for Malachi. I think my character's tanky enough to do this.
Let us bathe you in blood, duelist, so that this world might be bathed in glory. Let us see if you truly understand what it means to be Nightmare. Let me show you what a real god can do. Accept the gift of immortality. What? Why are you so in love with death?
Malachi had been defeated, but there was no time for celebration, except a little excessive leap slamming. The passage to Act 5 was open now, and the game was about to have a big jump in difficulty. The battle with Innocence loomed on the horizon, a fight that has claimed many souls in hardcore. I had decent defenses, but pretty low damage, and a long drawn-out Innocence fight sounded like a nightmare. But there was no turning back. No going to more zones to farm gear. What little resources I had at my disposal were dwindling. I thought that during the leveling process I'd be able to smooth out my resist by crafting items, but due to picking up so few items I wasn't able to gain alterations and transmutations from vendoring. If I wanted any chance at getting through Act 5, I was going to have to be on my game.